It's my birthday and I'm in my birthday suit. Birthdays that freak you out. Have you had any that freaked you out? You had a really hard time with, took you a long time to get over? That was me last year at 60. I was severely depressed. But this year, I'm like, apparently, I don't give a shit. So we're going to talk about freak out birthdays on today's episode of Madge Unmuted. Have you ever had a birthday that hit you really hard, like talking like an age that like really freaked you out? It's my birthday today. It's filming this on Thursday, June 11th. It's my birthday. It's my 61st birthday, and I'm in my birthday suit just for you. Woohoo! I thought it'd be fun, and I'm out here, and it's so fucking humid. It's ridiculous, but I thought I would be outside since it's nice. Anyway, I'm okay this year with 61. 61 is okay, but last year at 60, I thought I was going to die. Like I thought like death was imminent. I thought no, literally I thought like my life was over. It hit me really hard. I was really freaked out. I thought my life is over. What do I have left? I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. It just made me feel like, oh, I have, you know, more behind me than years in front of me, more years behind me than years in front of me, and that really freaked me out. I also think though I was going through a heavy bout of depression, and thank God later in the year I upped my meds. But that happens. Um, when I was the only other couple of times, I I remember this is gonna sound really funny, but 25 freaked me out. And I think it was because it all of a sudden it felt like, oh my God, 25, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm supposed to be an adult. Okay, I was 25. That's what I thought. Now I'm like, boy, is that stupid. But I do know that my one daughter, she's 27 now, a couple of years ago, my youngest, she turned 25. And I got to keep checking this every once in a while. I don't want to scare anybody. Make sure it doesn't come off. When she hit 25, she got it hit her kind of hard. She went through a depression, like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be an adult. I'm supposed to have a real job. I'm supposed to have, all these things by now. And I didn't want to tell her. You don't ever want to tell anybody that it's silly when they're freaking out about something because it's real to them. As much as we think it's silly, like, yeah, I'm like 25, you have got the very best years of your life to come, and you have got the whole rest of your life to figure your shit out. You don't have to have it all done today. Look, I'm 61 and I still don't have my shit figured out. I'm about to have another major move at 59, 58 or 59. What was it? I don't know. 2 years ago, I sold my house where I had been for, I don't know, almost 30 years off and on. I had been in Rochester, and I picked up my whole life and I moved back to my hometown. Now I've been here for 2 years, and it's like, okay, it was nice for a while. I did all my God, I'm so hot and sweaty. This is ridiculous. But I've been here for 2 years, and there's not. I want to do more professionally. I want to do more business, and most importantly, I want to be near my kids because they are 32, 29, and 27, and they are, hopefully in the next few years somebody's going to get married, have kids, whatever. Even if they don't, I still want to be near them. I don't want to just ship them off and be like, okay, bye, because my parents retired to Arizona, and I was still I'd just gotten out of college in New York State, and well, I just got out of college in Maine, and I moved back to New York State, and I'm thinking, oh, I can, find my way for a bit. No, they pick up and move to Arizona, and I spent my whole adult life with my parents across the country, and I didn't get to see them that often because, you know, they were retired and had 6 kids and were trying to visit kids all over the country, so they couldn't like come see me all the time. And also, I sure as hell couldn't afford it. I got married and then started having kids. I couldn't fly 3 kids then. I got divorced. I certainly couldn't fly 4 of us by myself on my own income. So anyway, I spent my whole adult life with my parents far away, and I don't want to go through that. Some people are okay with that. I'm not. So anyway, I digress. I want to be near my kids. So at 61, I am moving part-time to Stamford, Connecticut. I'm my girls have a room available in their house that they rent, and I'm going to go and stay there. I'm going to see what happens, you know. Um, I figure if not now, when? You know what I mean? I'm going to wait till I'm 71? No. You know, I was talking with my neighbor, and she's 80 and her husband is 88, and she's worried about, well, she doesn't have any family here, and he's not in good health, and she's like, I'm just not happy here anymore. I want to be somewhere else. And I was thinking, so go do it. She's got a little different set of circumstances. He's not very mobile. He really should be, they should really downsize. They have a big house like mine. They really need to be in a smaller area. But anyway, but I was thinking how sad, because it's almost like you have to worry about your husband's health, so that's your main thing, and he doesn't want to move, but I have the I have an opportunity. I see it as this. Last year I was thinking I don't have much time left. Well, I could be 80, you know, and wanting to do these things. So do it now. Because before I was thinking, oh, I'm too old. I can't do this stuff. Bullshit. You can change your life up. You can change it at 80. You can change it at 61. You can do it any damn time. And also the thing is I had someone tell me last year when I was freaking out. She said, "What are you afraid of?" And there's a lot of things to be afraid of. Of losing money, or having a bad, making a bad decision. And she said, "That's the only thing that's holding me back. Don't be afraid now. If not now, when? Just go do it. You have, how did she say it? She said, you have less to lose now." And she's right. What happens? I guess people worry about making a move at this point in your life. You're like, oh, I lose my life savings. You always hear people talking about, at a certain point in life, they're older and they lose their life savings, so they have, nothing left to live on the rest of their life. Well, one, you don't know how long you have to live. That's a good thing or a bad thing. Also, you've got, hopefully not. Oh, we got the Hell's Angels going by right now. You've got Social Security, hopefully. Um, I don't know. Hopefully, you don't take a big enough risk that you lose everything. But like, even if I lose a little, I'm still fine. I don't know. There's just, I guess, if there's any time in my life that I shouldn't be afraid to do something, it should be now. I used to be so afraid of doing everything. I would go back and forth between, not being reckless, but like taking a chance on shit, but then being incredibly afraid of shit. But then I was also, for the longest time, I was kind of held, I don't say held captive, but I was definitely bound to my um, responsibilities, my kids. Um, and, once I launched them, they're all successful and, uh, you know, fending for themselves, providing for themselves. They're all very successful. Now I can do what I want. That's why I picked up and moved here, and now that's why I'm moving again. You can't take that chance, man. You don't know when you're going to have it again. My parents were incredibly cautious. They were always, oh, don't do that. Don't do that for a living. You won't make any money. But it's what makes me happy. What I wanted to do made me happy, but they were worried more about the security. I was in survival mode for so long. My legs are so sweaty. I'm dying. I was in survival mode for so long that yeah, I couldn't. I wish I maybe yes, there's things I wish I'd done differently, but whatever. Doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's what I'm gonna do now. So anyway, it's my birthday. Um, and what am I gonna do today? I don't really have any plans this year. I mean, I have some friends that want to go for drinks and dinner and whatnot. I went to a wine tasting at my country club last night, which was kind of fun. Um, and it was very informal. So, but there ended up being a lot of people there. We had a lot of laughs. But I don't know. Last year I was like, it's 60. I've got to do, everything. I had a big party for myself at my country club, and it wasn't, you know, it was nice, but it's also like I'm tired of throwing parties for myself. I've always wanted to, celebrate a lot and have a lot of fun, and I've always thrown these parties, which is great. I love parties. It's fun. Why the hell not? But I am at the point where like I'm so fucking tired of throwing parties for myself, and it doesn't really have to be that big of a deal. I was also like, oh my god, I I'm gonna buy myself this because it's my birthday. I don't even remember what I bought. Well, no, because my kids bought me and John bought me like I got a Tiffany ring and a Tiffany bracelet. So that was great. That's really all I needed. Oh, and we went to Europe, or we went to Ireland and London. So, but this year I don't care. Maybe I also am more secure. There's that. I think that was a thing about, having freak out birthdays in the past, that you have a certain insecurity, insecure about your future, insecure about yourself. Have I done what I wanted to do? Have I accomplished what I wanted to do? Um, and that's usually what makes you freak out, or you just feel really fucking old. That was me last year at 60. I was really depressed, like I said, but hey, look at me now, 61 this year. I'm half naked. Woohoo, I got my birthday suit on under here. So that's it. Let me know what birthdays have freaked you out. Just real quick, a whole bunch of those birthdays in between then didn't freak me out. I loved turning 30. I loved turning 40. I loved turning 50. I was really hopeful, positive. I was very, you know, I was like, yeah, I heard this era is great. I heard this your 30s are great, your 40s are great. I was really looking forward to all of those, and I enjoyed being those. Yeah, I never had a problem until 60. So let me know if any birthdays hit you hard and what they are. And all the flowers are finally blooming, and I'm dying. So tell me about your birthdays. Let's talk about it, and tell me if any have freaked you out. And you feel, I'm not going to tell you don't freak out. Feel what you feel, have your freak out, and then give yourself reasons for the things that you have to look forward to. And there's a whole fuck ton of them, let me tell you. And that's it for me on this week's episode of Madge Unmuted. I hope to join me next week, where I will be 61 and 1 week old, and I'm going to start my journey on the move. So stay tuned for that. So hopefully we'll see you next week on the next episode of Madge Unmuted. Bye.